Hey everyone, I'm just testing this out again. I hope there's audio now. I have two different audio sources picked. You gotta put sources in for Streamlabs. So I've chosen whatever I could for audio. I have mic. Desktop audio is all the way up. I'm just fiddling around. If I can't get this working, I'm not doing Streamlabs. If any of you have advice, I need to know. No, I don't want to click to switch the mic off for desktop audio. Nope, that's fine. Mic audio is flickering and doing stuff, but it's not recording any decibel amount. So I don't know if it's doing anything. And it's right over as far as it can go. So I guess we'll find out. All the sounds are on, all the little bits and bobs on my dashboard here appear to be all going. There's nothing turned off as far as audio's on. My laptop audio is on. For my speakers on the laptop at 57 of 100. Oh, hello Mozilla. Can you hear me? And I'm not sure if I can chat. Sign into chat, let me see. This action cannot be performed inside Streamlabs desktop. To interact with chat, you can open this chat in a web browser. Okay, so I have to have both running to chat myself, it would appear. Okay. That's fine. I can do that at some point. Okay, so as long as you can see me and hear me, I guess I can get this going. I did a little test the other day, and I only had one audio choice picked, so I guess I needed to have both. From Soggy Foggy Shuswap. Yeah, it's actually not raining right this second. I live in the Fraser Valley, but it was earlier quite a bit, actually. And we're supposed to get a soggy weekend, mostly, although tomorrow should be not bad, it looks like, and then it gets wetter. Oh, my apologies, there goes my eye. Oh, hi, Glenda. Oh, I've also figured out how to schedule streams with this. There was a little button I was missing down at the bottom of the dashboard before you click on live, so I now know how to do that. So, all right, things are looking up, I guess. Maybe we can get this working out. Glenda's from Alabama. Okay. No, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck with my laptop camera, so that's fine. It's a good camera. It only has just limited view. Not looking forward to snow. Yeah, tell me about it. There was even mutterings for Monday of here with a little sprinkle, but we'll see how cold it gets, because it might not. You know how it goes. Sometimes it's just not quite cold enough, and sometimes it is just quite cold enough. So I'm just going to let this go for a little bit and just do a little bit of stitching. My husband's not around. He's gone shopping. The dogs are all quiet, so I'm just going to let it go and stitch for a second, and I will chat to you as I go. Since this appears to be working, we'll just try it out for a little bit. I just wanted to make sure, because I am going to do my usual Friday live next week, which is what, the 22nd, I think? I'm working on this little snowman, which will be an ornament eventually. And I have to put white right in the middle of the wreath there. Whoops, wrong way, right there. thank you. Yeah, I thought he's pretty cute. Yeah, I know. I do put thread in my mouth, and it's bad, but I've been doing this for 25 years. I wash all my projects. It's okay. Mozilla's been looking high and low for my Sojo. Yeah, that's this thing, isn't it? It sort of comes and goes. I had a bit of a lull there. Well, it was partly finishing up a kind of a time-consuming project with that community collab that I was doing with 3 other quilters. I mean, it was fun and everything, and I enjoyed it, but it was kind of intensive all summer. And once that was done, it was like, okay, that's it for a little bit. At some point, I haven't got the wreath finished. Obviously, there's more green. But at some point, he's going to have red beads. I guess they're supposed to be the holly berries on the wreath. It is Crayon Crimson Color 2063. I think I actually have that in my stash, because I do have quite a few beads. Or some other kind of bead that would be close enough. I don't think it matters particularly. But there's all supposed to be some sort of treasure. And according to the chart, it will go at the bottom of the wreath. And it is treasure number, Mill Hill Crystal Treasures, number 13007. So, I don't know. I'll see what it looks like after I have the wreath done and the beads on. And then I'll decide whether I want to order the treasure or if I really don't care about it or not. Oh, hi, Gladys. Thank you. Thanks for everybody joining in here. I just did this kind of impromptu just to see if I could get it working again. I figured there'd be somebody around. So pardon me while I stitch for a second. I'll try to drop the camera just a smidgen so you can sort of see me as I stitch here. And I'm stitching white on, this is kind of a cream color. I'm not sure if it's actually called cream or not. Could be antique ivory, could be a multitude of Ada colors, but it's sort of a light cream. Because I had a piece and it was big enough. It's not massively obvious, but this snowman will have some back stitch around him when he's all finished, so he'll show up pretty good. Tina! Hi, Tina. Is it me or is there a funny echo? Oh, possibly could be. That was the problem before. I didn't have any audio at all when I did my test, so I put 2 audios on here. Maybe now it's goofing up. So, okay, maybe I'm not up and running. Okay, hold on 1 second. Tina is one of my crafty friends. Okay, just a second. Okay. Gladys, Mozilla, Glenda, can you hear an echo? There's a bit of an echo, but I can still hear you. Okay, Okay, because I have 2 things. I put in laptop microphone as one of my audio choices for my previous test, and then I got a comment from Mona from the replay that there was no sound. So I thought, okay, well maybe that wasn't the right thing to choose. So I went back and I chose another audio. Now I'm not sure if I dump this and it doesn't work and I can't get it back, then I might have to just stop this. So let me just fiddle, okay? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay, I'm taking this because I put one that laptop input as the questionable one. So I'm going to actually remove the source, and then we'll see what happens, okay? Are you sure you want to remove laptop input? Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. Can you still hear me? Because I have the laptop webcam enabled and the laptop microphone enabled. And the mic auxiliary is flashing decibels at me on the bottom of my dashboard. So please let me know if you can now hear me as I'm talking. Oh, much better. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. All right, maybe there was just a glitch before. So let's hope when this goes on replay that there's still sound. Because I have 3 sources added to this dashboard: laptop microphone, chat box, and laptop webcam. And that is exactly what I had when I did my quick test the other day for like 5 minutes. And in the replay, Mona said, picture's clear, no sound. And so did Joe. So, we'll carry on right now, and we'll find out later what is going on when replay pops up. Okay? This is whole trial and error, everybody, so we'll figure it out as we go. I know lots of people use Streamlabs successfully, so I'm sure I can figure it out. It's just like what I should choose and stuff, you know what I mean? And I'm not super techie. I mean, obviously you have to have audio and video. Like, that's kind of a duh, but which one? Right? And there's loads of stuff on this dashboard I can add and do, and I don't know, I'm not that fancy really. We shall see. Oh, Tina, sorry, before you came in, I was working on this little guy. I'm stitching some white right in the middle of his wreath. That's not that exciting. But it has to be done. I actually have not got to most of the white, because the whole bottom part of the snowman is white and light blue, obviously. So that'll be a bit more of a boring slog at the end. Tina says you're more techie than me, that's for sure. Okay, good. Well, I'm techie but not. There's a lot of stuff that my husband has to help me with. I did ask for an external mic for Christmas, which might help. But then I have to also make sure that my laptop recognizes it as an audio source in the settings, which I'm not entirely sure how to do, because once you have a source or like some program uploaded or whatever, then, you know, then it's easier for it to find. So likely there's some sort of software that goes along with the microphone that I have to make sure is loaded and ready to go, and then my laptop will know what it is. This is the laptop that I use for work, so it's pretty good. As I play around with Streamlabs more, I'll see if it lets me have another camera or not. I used to do that with StreamYard, but I was paying for it. So I don't know if it'll let me. Come on. Oh, dang it. Glenda doesn't know anything about electronics. I kind of had to learn a bit just so I could kind of get things going myself. I don't always want to bug my husband. But he's like built computers on his own. Like he knows IT stuff. And I hope that there's not like choppiness on the replay. Because that happened with John's replay the other day. I was his guest. And he uses StreamYard. And he just sent me a link and I went on there. And it seemed fine in the live, but like there was packet loss or something on the replay. And I'm not really sure why. I didn't have anything else running. There was no other bandwidth being taken up on the laptop. It's the same camera you're all looking at now. And it was all clunky, and I'm not sure why that happened. Now, one of the reasons why I got rid of Streamlab before that I was using, besides financial, I don't need to spend that money, I'll just save it, was it was getting kind of weird. And when I did my own lives and my own replay, it kind of came up like, choppy. Like the audio would go and my face would freeze and it wasn't like in sync all the time. And I basically got like kind of not helpful answers from StreamYard. So that was another reason. And I just was recently trying EVMux, which was actually working pretty good, but the chat was a bit weird. I couldn't see it on my dashboard that well, and I could not... You know how usually in programs you can move windows around and make things bigger or skinnier or whatever? I couldn't move my visual on the dashboard over far enough so that I could see the chat. And I have no idea how to work it. And it also wanted to use a different program with my phone for the actual camera, not my laptop camera. So I had to have two things going, which was okay. And it was sometimes not keeping up with me. See, the thing is too, some of the people that use the other one, they're stitchers, and they're stitching in a frame, and they never move, and their phone camera is focusing on their stitching all the time and nothing else. And I was trying to use that, and I was, getting up from my sewing machine, and I was going to press, and I was, you know what I mean? Oh no, Tina! Oh, I'm so sorry, that's terrible. Oh, that's awful, Tina. I'm so sorry. And I do apologize for peering nearsightedly at the chat and looming into the camera, but I have to stitch without my glasses on. I do need to get new glasses. They're progressives, so usually I can use them for small, but my eyes have changed just enough that I can't quite. Yeah. Or I need longer arms or something. But before I even got my progressive lenses, I think these are actually these are like 4 years old though, these glasses. I do need new ones. But I think they're the second ones I've got. And even before I actually got any progressive glasses at all, I just had my regular glasses and I just took them off. Oops. Okay, white's got to go down there. Yeah, I do talk to myself too. Okay, there's white. So next Friday, I'll set up another live. Usually 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. That works for me. And I will have the laptop in my sewing room like I used to do back like springish with lives when I was using Streamlabs. Or StreamYard, pardon me. Can't keep them all straight. And I will do some sewing project of some sort. I don't know what. There's one I'm organizing that I have to discuss matters with my sister when I see her tomorrow. She lives in Langley and I live further out in the Fraser Valley, and we might have to do a fabric shop together and have a few work days together. It's foundation paper piecing and she's never done it. She's a great seamstress and she has made quilts, but she's never done FPP, so I have to teach her how to do it. I'm sure she'll be fine. It's not that hard. And the other one I have to get going, that's another FPP one. I had an introductory video the other day because I'm doing it with Susan. Some of my, Gladys, you know Susan, you know, right? Shady Susan. Gladys is my quilty buddy, so all the quilters know who Susan is. She's a lot of fun. Okay, what am I doing here? There's, oh, this from a magazine, this chart I'm doing. So the pages are kind of glary, and that's why I'm looking like, because the overhead light's shining on it, and I'm trying to see what the heck symbol it is. Okay. 703, there we go. The light here is a good visual. It's just sometimes difficult to see the chart. That is probably too small. So we'll use it together. Okay. This is one of the greens of the wreath I'm going to do now. Sort of filling in this here by his mitten. That's more green to kind of make the wreath go, you know, like around the bottom. And over here you can barely see there's white. If I bring it real close, you can, there's the camera right there, but there's a gap between the green and the white, and there's light blue goes in there. See you later, Tina. Love you too. Thanks for coming in. Oh, Glenda says she has macular degeneration in my right eye and cataracts in both, so I have to wear my glasses all the time. I'm starting to get macular degeneration in one of my eyes, but I forget which one. And Tina says she needs glasses for crafting or can't see anything. Yeah, well, you know, I think all of us are kind of getting to be a certain age, and things don't quite work like they used to work. So we just do the best we can. I'm a little better visually with sewing because it's like down here, right? So that I can see better. Thank you, Glenda. This one will get done eventually and will eventually be an ornament. I'm just going to work on it whenever I feel like it, and when it gets done, it gets done. I do have 3 little cross stitches finished that I will be making ornaments into this year. I just have to sort of figure out my timing to do that, and I will make a video. It's been a while since I did anything with a cross stitch project, making it into something else. But I think now that I've been a quilter for a while and have sewn bags and whatnot, I think I can finish up my cross stitches better because I have better ideas about stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Because I think I'm going to do them all kind of in a similar fashion, but I got to play around a bit and decide if I want to just put a little scrap of batting in between the stitch part and the backing just to make it like a little bit thicker and kind of sturdier, or if I actually want to stuff it. Because I have some of that stuffing, you know, that fiber fill stuff I think it's called. I got a big bag full and you just like rip it apart and use how much you want, you know. So I'm going to have to get them all out and have a look at them and decide exactly what's what. And then I have to find ribbon for them all. Because when you sew them, you have to have the ribbon ready to go. Because if you're going to stuff it or put batting in it, either way, I have to have the ribbon done already. Because you sew that in as you sew it around. The last thing I made, I think, was the wall hanging for my nephew. And that was 2 years ago? I'm not sure. It's on my channel, in my playlist, but I might have been 2021 actually. I can't remember. Both our nephew and his wife have November birthdays, a few days apart. So I did an angel that's like autumny colors, you know, golds and burnt sienna and dark reds and stuff. I stitched the thing ages ago and it was just sitting around and I thought, I better just finish that up. You know how it goes, right? Yep, life goes on. Oh, hello! Angel, hi Halo! Oh, and Mozilla's having trouble getting the right progressives. Oh, that's annoying. I went and got a new prescription. My husband and I don't have extended medical. We're both self-employed. So, I don't really have the cash for glasses right now. Maybe after Christmas. It's not desperate that I get glasses. I mean, I wear them around all the time and I can walk around my house and not fall down the stairs and I can go out in public and, you know, work my way around. That's fine. It's just close-up stuff that I can't do as good anymore. Okay. How many lines have I done? There's that one there. And I'm on this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. No extended med here either from Mozilla. I avoid driving for now. Hubby drives. Yeah, I can't drive anymore either. But we only have one vehicle, so it's okay. And hubby works from home too. Whoop! Well, you're empty nesters except for the 2 dogs. You've seen them around on my channel before. And last week I did a video when we got our doggy guest. She's currently flaked out at the top of the stairs right there. On her side leg. Right? She's going home at some point today. And then it'll be back to just our two lunatics. Well, my husband is out and about. He's going to go to the pet store that's near Save On Foods. He takes his dad grocery shopping because my father-in-law is nearly 92 and he can't drive, obviously. So Tony takes his dad and off they go. And right near the grocery store down the street from where we live, there is a Bosley's Pet Food. That's like a local chain. And they have like dog cookies, you know, that say happy birthday and stuff. And our original Bernie's Mountain Dog, Ferris, was 4 in September. And it was right in the super busy time when we had my daughter's birthday and our friend's daughter's wedding. And there was a ton of stuff going on in September. And his birthday just breezed right on by on September the 15th. And we totally forgot about it. Well, tomorrow, the 15th, is Henry's birthday. We adopted him in June, so he's been with us for 5 months. So he's exactly 2 months younger than Ferris. Henry will be 4 tomorrow, the 15th. So my husband has gone to get cookies for them both. Because we totally missed Ferris's, so. So we'll kind of do up Henry's. Not that the dogs know, but we felt bad. Mozilla's empty nesters here too. No fur babies yet. Just fur grands that live in Arizona. Our daughter has 2 bunnies. So I have grand bunnies. And recently the vet clinic that she works for, because she's a vet tech. The vet clinic, they just got a brand new building, so they redid it all. And all of the artwork is like, from like somewhat famous paintings that you would probably recognize, but instead of the heads of the people, it's the heads of all the staff's pets. Most of them have dogs or cats. Because there's 4 vets. They all take turns working. Everyone's not full time. My daughter and 2 other vet techs, and 2 receptionists. So right out in the reception area is, you know that, I think it's called American Gothic. It's like 2 people standing in front of a barn in sort of old-fashioned costumes. Well, that's what it's like a print, right? I guess they got it done somewhere. But it's the 2 bunnies' heads, because my daughter has a female and a male. And the other art is scattered all around the clinic. Like one of the vet's dogs. I think it's a painting or a print of Admiral Horatio Nelson, the British admiral. Because he's standing in a uniform like this, like looking very serious. I think that's who it is. And it's got her dog's head on it, like for example. I think that's who it's supposed to be, but I'm not sure. At any rate, the art looks cool all around the clinic. Okay, I'm about to end my thread here. I don't really have that much left, and I have to do, well, maybe I can squeak in 3 more stitches. Hang on a second. Because after that I have to start doing longer rows. And usually what I do is make one part of the cross. Here, I'll show you guys in a second if I can. Hold on one sec. If you can see it. Let's hope the camera's good enough. Okay. You see where I stuck the needle in? Whoops. I have partial cross stitches on that row. Two half crosses done. And when I pull the needle down, the third half cross will be done. You can just stitch like that if you want. It's called tent stitch. I don't do it. I like to make a full X. So once I pull that through to make that third full X of the light green, then I will put the needle back up in the other corner of that little teeny square and go back on the other X, back to where I started. That is usually how I stitch. Okay, there we go. That'll do it, because the next row I have to go a long way across on the underneath part of the wreath, and I have to do a few more over on this side too to get it underneath. So there's quite a bit of this color I have to do coming up. And this one was, oh, that's on the other side along with the blue. Okay. All right. Now, okay, what are we at here now? Does this thing count the time? Yes, it does. Okay, 37 minutes. All right. So, I think I'm just going to call this. So it looks like everything's good with Streamlabs, provided there's sound on the replay. Fingers crossed. So thank you for coming and watching me blabber on while I chat or while I stitch, and telling me you can hear me and telling me about the echo and everything. So thank you to everybody who came in and who were my testers. I do appreciate it, because feedback is essential, so I know I'm doing things correctly or not. So now that I've got this figured out a bit better and I know how to schedule, I will do that for next Friday the 22nd. And we'll have another go at Streamlabs, and hopefully all will be well. So, bye for now. See you all around YouTube. You have a good day too, Mozilla. Appreciate you joining. Thank you, Glenda. Thank you, Gladys. Thank you, Angel. Bye, everyone.